Welcome back to your Daybreak Extra on Trust TV, your favorite show. Sumaya, do you agree with me that it's the favorite show
It
for
is
some
our
people?
favorite show over
It is
here.
mine
So.
too. So yeah, welcome back. We are going to, be talking about health implication of excessive soft drink consumption, especially in Nigeria. With the surge in non-communicable diseases, health experts are increasingly alarmed by the excessive consumption of soft drinks in Nigeria. Approximately 38.6 million liters of soft drinks are sold daily in the country, ranking it as the fourth highest consumer globally. The marketing strategy employed often encourages customers to opt for larger bottles, fostering overconsumption tendencies among consumers. Now we are joined by Dr. Florence Ngozi Uchendu, reader in Public Health, Nutrition and Epidemiology, Department of Public Health, Faculty of Health Science, National Open University of Nigeria, Jabi, Abuja. Thank you so much, Ms. Dr. Ngozi, for joining us.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you so much. Please, how does soft drink impact overall nutrition intake and dietary balance of a person?
Thank you for that question. Soft drink basically is a flavored drink that contains water, about 90% water, carbohydrates, sweeteners, preservatives, and sometimes caffeine. So basically what it gives you is just carbohydrates, sugars, added sugars or sweetened sugar or artificial sugars. So if you are on a daily basis taking soft drink, you are just loading yourself with sugars in your blood system. And so we know the implication. The association, American Association of Heart Association recommended, at least for a woman, that the daily sugar intake should be 25 grams. And for a man, about 36 grams in a day. And that is your total consumption. And then the soft drinks have high sugar contents. I could remember in the early 90s or late 80s, during Christmas or Easter, there was this bonanza. If you drink this and that, you get this and that. And people will keep on drinking lots of drinks, lots of soft drink. And the rate of diabetes patients in the hospital started increasing. At that point, the federal government banned any promotion during celebratory periods, encouraging people to drink to win. So it's not healthy to your body. For example, if you are taking 150 ml of soft drink, that one has about 16 grams of sugar. And that's about 4 cubes of sugar you are putting inside your body. If you are taking 300 ml, that one contains about 36 to 50 grams of sugar, and that's about 16 to 13 cubes of sugar, only in one bottle of drink. You are taking 375, you are sure of getting about 40 grams of sugar in your blood system. That's about 10 cubes of sugar. And you are taking 350, the smallest bottle. I just looked at the smallest bottle, and you are sure to get about 32 to 38 grams of sugar, and that is about 8 to 10 cubes. And if you are taking the 500 ml of the soft drink, you are sure to get 53 grams of sugar. That's about 14 cubes of sugar. And this is already above the recommended standard. Remember, you have not eaten any other thing. And in Nigeria, mainly our food is carbohydrate based. It's either you eat rice, you eat swallow, you eat yam, and you eat any semovita or any other one. And these ones are just sugar based. And so the implication is that it's either the person is having dental problems, that's teeth problems, dental caries, decaying of the teeth, or the person is having high blood sugar in the system, and that leads to diabetes, or you are having overweight, weight gain, and that leads to obesity. And all these diabetes, obesity, they are risk factors of hypertension or high blood pressure, leading to stroke. And cardiovascular diseases, these groups of the diabetes, high blood pressure, they are all cardiovascular diseases. And from your introduction, they are very, very high in Nigeria. So I think everything is to be done in moderation. And if you are at risk of diabetes, hypertension, and the likes, you avoid drinking soft drink at all. Thank you.
All right, doctor, let's talk more on, this sugar intake that we tend to do in Nigeria. I mean, sometimes you have a conversation with someone trying to tell them the implications of taking soft drink too much. And they'll come with this defense of saying, oh, as long as I keep active, I maybe exercise as much as I can, then I would not be obese. But then when you mentioned also some complications that could come from taking soft drink, you made mention that there could be, bigger situations that are even more bigger than obesity. I mean, based on research, there's also implications of that could be cancer could be among all of that. Just elaborate, the details of all of this for an average Nigerian that truly love to take a lot of soft drink.
And do physical exercise. You can go for, but you come back again, you sit down on your dining table and you are taking 2 bottles of soft drink. You have a bowl of rice before you, and the glycemic index of some of these foods are very, very high. Immediately you take something like rice, the sugar goes straight into your blood sugar high. So you have done nothing. You have just finished exercise, burned some calories, and you are replacing it immediately. I went into the market one of those days, and I met 2 women sitting down, the owner of the shop and her friend, and they were busy enjoying the drinks. I looked at them after some time, I couldn't hold myself, and I said, it's like you people are doing competition for your drink. And they said they have this addiction that they can't stop it. In fact, they told me at times they take up to 3 bottles in a day. One of the women told me that there are times that she will be driving, she won't see. And she will start calling her friend to come and help her to drive the car, simply because of the soft drink. That she can't stop it. So even if you do exercise, yes, exercise will help you when you are in control of the level of sugar intake in your body. But if you are not, you finish, you go back, you refill it, you see that no work done. You'll be doing all those ones and you will still be diabetic because you are replacing what you are removing. And it doesn't help you. Everything should be in moderation. You must have the 3 Ds: determination, discipline, and you actually dedication. You actually want to stop it. When I was in the university doing my PhD, every morning I take a bowl of rice, plantain, and a bottle of soft drink. And it's too sweet when you eat it. And it holds your body for the whole day until you finish your work and come back. But after some time, I started hearing the voice. After eating it, I will hear the voice, stop drinking soft drink. Stop drinking soft drink. At a stage, I was determined to stop it. And I stopped it. And when I look back today, I thank God. I thank God that I was able to listen to that still voice and stopped the soft drink taking every day. And that time, you know that the volume is very high. So I was almost dosing myself about 40 grams of sugar every day, plus the ones I have taken from the rice and the plantain. Before you know it, is shooting to more than 40. So physical exercise is indeed one of the strategies to reduce weight. But if you finish and you go back and you replace the sugar you have burnt, no work done. Thank you.
Okay, Doc, you made mention of, people that are addicted to soft drinks. What are the healthier alternative recommendations for beverages that, these people that are addicted to soft drinks can take, to cut down the level of consumption that they take every day?
You can beat water, potable water. But one of my colleagues, every day I come into her office, she's taking soft drink. And she told me that what is causing the addiction is that she hears, that fizzy noise that she hears. Now there is soda water, plain soda water. I don't mean flavored, plain soda water. Plain soda water contains only water and carbon dioxide. That's all it contains. And that's what gives you that fizzy noise, that you hear when you open the bottle. You can take that one just to get that fizzy feeling that you normally get. Or sparkling water. Sparkling water also, some of them have carbohydrate inside. And they give that fizzy noise. You can take the two of them, any of them. When you are taking the soda water, the plain soda water or carbonated water or sparkling water, you will get the same fizzy feeling. The only thing is that it doesn't have flavors and other ingredients added to it.
Yeah,
you must be determined and dedicated and disciplined to avoid
Let's talk about
consumption
the other
of.
Doctor. You made mention of other things, but if there is one thing that I'm sure your job comes with, is meeting different people. Nigerians are always keen on bringing alternative when you block this road for them. So soft drink contain a lot of sugar and in some cases artificial sweetener. But Nigerians, some of them are of the opinion that artificial sweetener is more healthier than the sugar intake, so they tend to go for it as an alternative. Is that how it is? Is it more a healthier alternative to sugar, or it also causes the same and pose the same risk when it comes to health diseases?
Artificial sugar is not better than the normal sugar. All of them are the same thing. It could even be worse than the normal sugar. Sugar is sugar. There's no way you can remedy the effect they have in your body. Some of them can even lead to cancer. So sugar is sugar. However you want to look at it. Remember that some of those artificial sugars have some other chemicals inside it. Is mimicking the normal. So for you to mimic the normal, you need chemicals to mimic the normal. So it's not healthy. It's not healthier than the normal. All of them are the same thing. Thank you.
Okay, Doctor, what strategies or recommendations would you, offer or, tell the individuals who actually want to cut down the intake of soft drinks entirely, even though they are addicted? How can they, go about it gradually? Is it something they can do gradually, or they can just cut it off one time with certain beverages that they are supposed to take? There are some people that take the smoothie, they make fruits, maybe make juice. What recommendations will you advise they take?
Thank you for that question. It's a very important question. Addiction is a little bit difficult. But if you are determined, like I have said, you will start small. It might not be easy to cut it straight like that. You can start with smoothies. You buy a lot of fruits, grind all of them, and come with it in a bottle or flask with you. Keep water, buy sparkling water or plain soda water, and gradually, because you are determined, you know the implication. I told that woman, I said, see yourself in the next 10 years, you are bedridden with stroke. You are urinating on the bed and you are going to toilet on your body. How are you going to feel? See yourself in future being blind and you are looking for somebody to help you. The type of food you are giving, you don't even know what you are eating. Is it better than you stopping the cause of that in future? In fact, the woman came back one of those days. She saw me again. She ran into me in the market again, and she was thanking me. And she said she needed somebody to talk to her strongly. And when I told her that she could be bedridden, urinating on the bed, shitting on her body, or that she could be blind, what you are eating, you don't know. If you are giving a toilet to eat, you don't know. That sank into her head and made her afraid. So it is not something you stop instantly or gradually, with determination, with discipline, with dedication. Every day you are stopping it. You might start by sipping, then taking water, taking the sparkling water to get the fizzy feelings, and then taking your smoothie, small. You will find yourself forgetting it. And when you forget it, you won't even remember that there is anything like that anymore. It's just that the discipline and determination and dedication to it that matters. Knowing the implication, what you are going to save yourself from, what you are going to save your children from, what you are going to save your relations from, and even yourself. If you love yourself, I don't think you can see poison and you are eating it. I don't think somebody can give you stone and you swallow it. No, if you love yourself, you will do things that will keep you healthy. You can be 90 without suffering any of those things. Thank you.
Doctor, while talking about the implications and the scare, the example you gave that lady that you met, telling her these are the implications that could be, in future. Let's turn back to the benefits now, and the long-term benefits of when someone abstain, avoid the consumption of sugar, in terms of soft drink. What would be the benefits for the longest time?
Okay, thank you very much. If you are conscious of what you eat, healthy eating lifestyle, taking more of fruits, protein, and minimal sugar, especially when you are 40 years and above, even though some of these things now we are seeing even below 40, but at 40 years old, you are at risk of sugar-related diseases like diabetes, obesity, hypertension, stroke, and so on and so forth. Now, if you avoid and you are careful how you live, the benefits, it's just good health. It's just good health. You will not have hypertension. You will be able to manage your weight. You will not be obese. You will not have hypertension. You will not have stroke.
Okay, I like the fact that you made mention of the age, certain age that you get to get healthier. I wanted to ask if there's a certain age, that are vulnerable to the health risks, while taking these soft drinks, because you can see that children also are kind of addicted to certain soft drinks that they like to take. So is there any age group, that are vulnerable to the health risks of taking these soft drinks?
Everybody is vulnerable. Let me give you an example. When one of my sons was in primary school in nursery 1, in those days, there's this drink that is in sachets, about 250 mils. Almost every parent, you give it to your child every day. Every day your child goes to school with it, with the food the child is carrying. And I was giving this to my children. Every day is a component of what they carry in the bag, plus the food they are carrying and the water. And that one was using Po. So one of those days, he told me he wants to urinate, and I said, go and use Po. And he used the Po. I came back to flush it. After, I didn't come immediately, because if I had come immediately, I wouldn't have observed what I saw. The thing was standing for some time. And now when I came, I saw white patches settled at the bottom of the Po. I was so shocked and afraid. And that day I stopped them going with that sachet flavored drink. So even a child is at risk of high sugar in the blood, diabetes. It depends on what the child is eating. Ordinarily, if a child is not exposed to excessive sugar drinks or excessive carbohydrate foods, that child is not expected to have any of these cardiovascular diseases before 40. But the research we have now shows that they are existing now because of the poor dietary habits in our families now, Western influence that is exposing almost everybody to high sugar intake. And we know that in Nigeria, our diet is carbohydrate based. So everybody is exposed. We just have to be very careful what we eat. I was in my university one of those days and I saw a father holding her son. That son was not able to walk, highly obese, and he was holding a bottle of orange drink in his hand, and they were walking together. I had to stop the father and educate the father on what is happening. That child is already obese, and if you don't take your time, in the next 5 years, that child will be diabetic. So all of us are exposed. Thank you.
Indeed. All right, Doctor, quick one. What can you tell our viewers in terms of making, informed choices when it comes to the intake of sugar, soft drink, and also overall health?
Thank you very much. My advice is that all of us should be very, very careful what we eat now. Let's majorly our diet be vegetables and fruits based, especially if you are not diabetic already. If you are still normal, you can still help yourself by observing what you eat in a day. Make it more of vegetables and fruits, protein-wise, less sugar. You're not, for example, you're not supposed to finish a bottle of soft drink in a day. You can take it, you can avoid it totally. You can avoid it totally, but if you can't avoid it, take carbonated soda water or sparkling water or carbonated water or ordinary water. In Nigeria now, our diet is carbohydrate based. Therefore, we really have to be careful and take informed decision on what we eat. Everything that is sweet is not good. Let's avoid sweetened foods as much as possible.
All right.
Cakes, buns, all manner of fried foods. Some of us eat fried egg on a daily basis.
Indeed.
And we think we are enjoying.
Indeed.
So let's be
Thank you so much, Doctor.
Let's be a little bit.
You've given us a great advice.
A little bit careful what we take.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Florence Ngozi Uchendu. Appreciate your time and, of course, your wise and knowledge input on this topic today. Appreciate you.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm happy being here.
Of course, and with that, of course, we've come to the end of today's episode of Daybreak Extra. Thank you so much for staying with us. Do stick around. It will be 360, the sports weekend that will be brought to you by Adeni Ajishafe. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Do have a lovely weekend.
And in case you missed any of the segments, do catch us across our social media handles. I am Fatima Ahmed Musa. Do have a lovely weekend.